Happy Wednesday, everybody. Hope everybody has having a great week. So overall in the market, I think last week I had mentioned some key resistance areas. Today we had the FOMC meeting minutes, I believe, and it sounded like they were just going to be pretty accommodative going forward. So obviously market like that. And we went straight up. So one of the counter indicators to that, I believe Trump tweeted out today, the market crossed 25,000. I see that as a counter indicator. So just kind of trading still in range. I think 270s, 260s is probably likely. I do still expect at some point after earnings come through, because you got to think of when those earnings were. And I'm going to go over a few of those. They're past, they're in the past. As far as guidance goes, those are kind of the things that you don't know because that's in the future. So I'm still thinking that we test somewhere in the 245 area after it's all said and done, because some of the names that are reporting, they're pretty interesting, but the underlying market just doesn't feel like it's this strong. It just feels like a sucker's rally. And it's not something I've said in a long time or even thought. Just things feel a little bit different at the moment. So Facebook came out today, blew it away, it looks like, but also got to kind of remember where the stock was, pre that horrible earnings and everything that was going on. So, I think somebody asked me where I thought Apple was going after earnings, and I was like, they're likely to go slightly up, which they did as well. Just because when you pre-announce that your guidance and earnings is going to be whatever, you leave room more than likely for upside. So just kind of be aware of that. Facebook is an interesting situation that they're no longer going to be giving user metrics for platforms, I believe it was. And I think that Facebook in itself is more of the older generation. So you have, mothers, grandparents. I want to say they're going to be the solid users of Facebook. Instagram, however, is, I think, they're going to be the main driver going forward for Facebook overall. So Facebook also sent Twitter going up as well. Bitcoin's still in its range-bound area until we see some exact action on this. Still kind of a snooze fest, so I would just set some alerts as far as price points and remain ignoring that entire thing. So if you're not into that. There was some pretty interesting news that came out, I believe it was Monday, in regards to Fidelity, though. They are offering, or going to be offering in March, custody solutions. So that is an interesting thing on that front. So nothing a whole lot else to report. I believe Win was another earnings one today that came out, and they guided higher, I believe, on their conference call. So that's going to be something to watch as far as the name that's been pretty beaten down versus its peers, like MGM and all those other ones. So chip makers as well. Intel is an interesting one. There's some interesting trades that I've seen go off on there as regards to the 50 area, not too far out. NVIDIA, however, they guided down big time. So that's kind of sent the stock in a tizzy. So AMD, on the other hand, they got it up. So that's a disparity between the two big players in my eyes for the entire crypto space, is AMD and NVIDIA. So choose wisely. I know last year there was something, I believe, in a filing with AMD in regards to chip performance for specifically crypto mining. So still areas of interest for me as well. Marijuanas, I'll check those really fast. They are still on the rise based off of those specific areas that I mentioned a few weeks ago in regards to possible good risk-reward areas to take advantage of. So hope everybody has a great week, and I will talk at you next week.